comes to mind when you think exotic? Turquoise blue water, white sandy beaches, coconut palm trees, turtles and whale sharks, maybe a tropical jungle almost untouched by humans. We have listed in this guide so much more from our bucket list, the most exotic places to visit before you die. Let us know below, and we'd love to hear about your choice. Which of the countries below listed have you always wanted to visit? Without further ado, here are the 10 most exotic places to visit. 1. Borneo. The island of Borneo forms part of the Asian Malay archipelago and is divided into 3 different states: Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. The island has been surrounded by magnificent tropical beaches ideal for diving, angling, or just spending the day at the dream beaches it has to offer. Island Borneo is renowned for the magnificent green rainforests that sprawl over the territory, teeming with various wildlife, including, for example, clouded leopards and orangutans. People who visit Borneo can see rainforests and more of the stunning nature that the island of Borneo has to offer, like waterfalls, cliffs, and stunning stone formations, or even go diving to observe the extraordinary marine living underneath the waves. Number 2. Greenland. The world's biggest island, the country of Greenland stretches from the northern Atlantic Ocean at which it meets the Arctic Ocean. The majority of Greenland is covered in a thick durable coating of solid ice along the rocky fjords of this coast. It is where most of the population lives. Visitors of Greenland can learn about Inuit history and culture in any one of the nation's museums that are fascinating. And so they can also find an enormous selection of wildlife there as well, including white-tailed eagles, seals, polar bears, walruses, reindeer, and humpback whales. All these creatures and a lot more natural shores could be observed on boat excursions. Or although diving, skiing, snowshoeing, or mountaineering as a result of Greenland's rocky landscapes, it is the perfect one-of-a-lifetime adventure. Number 3. Namibia. Namibia is a unique country with lots of beautiful wildlife. It is located on the southwest coast of Africa. It is split into several different landscapes, such as the Namib Desert, the Atlantic Ocean coast, and the Namibian savanna woodlands. Namibia has more than 300 days of sunshine a year, so visitors will have a great opportunity to get outside and explore some of the most significant lions, antelopes, elephants, and so many more exotic animals. In the nighttime, visitors will probably be stunned by the vast amount of stars you can observe up in the sky, as Namibia has been selected as one of the very best destinations on the planet for stargazing. Don't miss this chance while you're visiting Namibia. Number 4. Seychelles. Seychelles is found off the southern shore of Africa in the Indian Ocean, a vast archipelago of over 100 islands, 115 to be precise, and home of the giant Aldabra tortoises. And the most photographed beach in the world, Anses d'Argent, soft white sand, clear turquoise water, and huge granite boulders sculptured by the elements and time itself. These stunning exotic islands, home to dream sandy white beaches and exclusive luxury hotels, from which visitors can go on exclusive diving and snorkeling excursions amongst the coral reefs, and even find a native giant Aldabra tortoise. Do not miss this picture-perfect opportunity. Seychelles offers a natural reserve of tropical forests, waterfalls, and also rocky green hills, and the mountainous rainforest of Mont Seychellois National Park, where visitors can research independently or even take a tour and explore the wilderness. Number 5. Madagascar. The island has been isolated for almost 90 million years of its history. Madagascar is a dream destination for outdoor lovers. Here, 90% of the flora and fauna you find here are endemic and cannot be found naturally in any other part of the world. Like the lemur, Madagascar signature animal, dive into the epic landscapes from rainforests to deserts. Sandstone canyons, just an incredible diversity you won't find anywhere else. Here, you can find also resorts so remote you'll need a private plane or boat to get there. Much of this biodiversity is threatened by climate change and population pressure, giving each trip a sense of urgency to visit this unique island. Try to taste the local cuisine. Ramazava and Ravatutu are its specialties. Number 6. Tibet. Tibet, an autonomous Chinese region in the Himalayas. named the roof of the world for the tall, imposing mountains in the region, including the 8,850 meters tall Mount Everest, the king of mountains, which is shared with Nepal. Independent travel is not allowed in Tibet as a tourist, so all visitors to the region must arrange their trip through a travel agent at least 6 to 8 weeks ahead of time, and they must use a private tour guide for the length of their stay in Tibet, who will be with travelers for around 3 to 5 hours each day. Once in the region, visitors to Tibet can explore many monuments, temples, parks, as well as some of the stunning nature in the region, like the Himalayas. Number 7. Antarctica. Antarctica, the seventh continent, the southernmost continent and site of the South Pole, is a virtually uninhabited ice-covered landmass, one of a lifetime trip to scratch off your bucket list. Antarctica is not a country, it has no government, and no indigenous population. Instead, the entire continent is set aside as a scientific preserve. You can get there from Ushuaia, Argentina, or on an authentic expedition ship that will allow you to set foot on the glacial landscapes. Unlike cruises, which get you only close to it, walk amongst penguins and seals, enjoy the glaciers, icebergs, and stunning wildlife. You find many whales here as well. Try to stay for camping and listen to the rumblings of the glaciers and the voices of penguins as you drift into sleep. It must be a truly unique experience. Number 8. French Polynesia. The South Pacific state of French Polynesia includes over 100 islands and 5 distinct archipelagos, only about 50% of them that are actually occupied. French Polynesia is a favorite tourist spot where moss green peaks are lined with vivid tortoise lagoons, and overwater bungalows seduce the visitor, even together with islands like Tahiti and Bora Bora taking the lead in popularity. It is a place to take it slow and experience warm, laid-back island culture. Go snorkeling with black-tipped reef sharks, stingrays, and 700 species of tropical fish. Don't forget your underwater camera on this trip, a beautiful jungle landscape that is only begging to be researched. Tahiti, formed of 2 ancient volcanic cones, is particularly striking because of its dramatic silhouette, which rises 7,352 feet, that's 2,241 meters, above sea level. The island of Moorea, separated from Tahiti by a channel 8.5 miles, that's 14 kilometers wide, is also a high island and is encircled with brilliant white coral sand beaches. 9. Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos Islands is a volcanic archipelago of about 19 islands and many smaller islets in the Pacific Ocean. It's considered one of the world's foremost destinations for wildlife viewing. A province of Ecuador, it lies about 1,000 kilometers off its coast. Its isolated terrain shelters a diversity of plant and animal species, many found nowhere else. Charles Darwin visited in 1835, and his observation of Galapagos species later inspired his theory of evolution. In Galapagos, you need to watch your step or you may inadvertently tread on native wildlife, abundant, unfearful wildlife. Visitors can get up close and personal to some of the world's rarest animals. Sea lions are all over town, and on the beach, a unique experience not to be missed. The Galapagos Islands are a bucket list destination for good reason. Number 10. Petra, Jordan. Rising out of a cliff between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea, the lost city of Petra, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. This beautiful city is carved into the red sandstone of the cliffs behind it, and that's why it is often referred to as the Red Rose City. The city of Petra was once the capital of the Nabatean Kingdom. It dates back to around 300 BC. It contains several temples, tombs, and carved structures spread across this sandy landscape, which are available for exploration by visitors. In addition to the magnificent remains of the Nabatean city, human settlement and land use for over 10,000 years can be traced in Petra, where great natural, cultural, archaeological, and geological features merge. 1985, Petra was designated a World Heritage Site. Also, Petra was chosen by the Smithsonian Magazine as one of the 28 places you should go. We hope you enjoyed this video. Which place would you like to visit from the list? Let us know in the comment section below the video. And if you like the video, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you will be the first to know when we publish a new video. Thanks for watching.